Our hot topic today is a little out there, so you're going to have to bear with me. Every week, The New Yorker, the magazine, puts out a cartoon, and it doesn't have a caption. That is to be determined by the readers. The readers submit their caption, and then 3 are chosen to be finalists, and of those 3, there's a vote, and one actually gets the winning caption. I have been submitting a caption for years now. I have never won. I have never been a finalist, and that's why I'm jealous of the man sitting next to me right here. Paul Hadland is from Rochester, New York, and as you can see, the second line down, that second caption is his. So you see the cartoon, and his caption is Act of God. What's the second part?
We're not liable.
We're not liable. It is extremely funny. It is much better than mine. Paul, thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
And congratulations.
Thank you very much.
So let's go into the history of how long you've been doing this.
Well, not that long. I think I started when my sister, my wife, or somebody like that had bought a little, it's like a parlor game. It's not even a board. There's no board to the New Yorker game where these cartoons are distributed and everybody writes a caption and there's stuff you're supposed to do with them, but that wasn't very much fun, so we just read them to each other. And, you know, you'd do 10 or 12 of them, and everybody had come up with one that was sort of good, and the rest, you know, you'd hit and miss. So I kind of learned that both it was fun and, you know, you didn't get one every time, so.
So when you saw this one, did you think, you see the people in the crevice in the office and the 2 people walking, did this one hit you immediately or did you have to think about it?
It did hit me immediately, and I actually did a little, I can't even call it research, but I did a little bit of searching online. Apparently people who win this thing are pretending that they know something about it, you know, but the recommendation is actually what I've followed is if you get something pretty quickly, go with it. If you don't, forget it.
Don't overthink it?
You can't. It doesn't get any better.
So have you spent a lot of time in the past trying to think of a caption?
Not really. I mean, because the thing about that game that we tried was that you know, you only get a minute or something like that before everybody else has something, and you got to turn it in. So I kind of learned that that's the way it was. You know?
All right. Well, you're making me feel very badly because I have spent an extraordinary amount of time at times thinking about these captions. What do you think about the other 2, your competitors?
Well, you know, one of the things I read, this is after I had submitted this one, you know, and the guy, Colin Stokes, called me up and said, hey, this is pretty good, was that the caption really ought to cover all aspects of the cartoon. I think mine did, but I thought the others were, actually, the other, I mean, they came from Cambridge and from Princeton, so I'd say they're academics.
Yeah, I do like the top one. I think it's as good, maybe not as clever, but I do think it's very funny. Be careful, the bald spot is slippery, from Lev Borisov from Princeton, New Jersey. How did you find out, by the way?
You get a phone call, and I forget what it was, Monday or Tuesday morning, and there's this little bit of, is this the person I'm looking for, and that sort of thing, and then they'll say, you know, you're a finalist, and we got to get your email right in case we have to send you a prize here.
The prize not as extravagant as one might think, but to those who submit this is pretty nice.
Yeah, I mean, I'd much rather have the prize than not have it.
Yeah.
It's a, you know, a signed copy of the cartoon with your caption on it.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
That's not bad. And now it's up to folks here in Rochester to help you out.
Well, unfortunately, it's too late because the voting closed.
It closed?
Last
night,
no. I think. So, you know, all of this pushing is... I actually asked, you know, is it okay to stuff the ballot box? And they said, well, our ethics stop at the question, does it help readership?
Yeah. Very nice. Okay. Very nice. That's clever. Well, hey, congratulations. Best of luck. When do you think you'll find out?
It should be out next Monday morning, I think, online. And it'll come out in the April 6th edition of the paper version.
All right. Well, Paul, I hope to follow in your footsteps one day. Great success.
Well, I think we ought to have a surge of entries from Rochester, see if we can become the New Yorker cartoon caption town.
I think that's a beautiful idea. Maybe we'll even do our own caption contest for Good Day Rochester. Why not?
Okay, good luck.
Thanks. I'll wait for your entry. Paul, great to talk with you.
Thanks very much, Ed.
When we come back, you might think diabetes and think just sugar. Well, there's a lot more to that. Kelly Mueller joins us with Health in a Handbasket when we come back.